My name is Alicia Hampton. I work in HR in our Organizational Training and Development Unit and Equity Programs. I've been with the city for almost 20 years. So today we have our Juneteenth event. We have it every year. It's super excited about it. This is the event for the City of Oakland employees to honor Juneteenth. So we have DJ Christie, who is our DJ for today. We have Audacious I Am, who's going to be our poet for today. We have Tamara Edwards, who is a City of Oakland employee. She's our singer. We have Gregory's, who's going to be providing the desserts. And then we have Saint Smokehouse, which is a brand new African-American owned restaurant on 13th Street, who's providing the meals.
Happy Juneteenth as well as we move into this wonderful weekend. I hope everyone remains beautiful, safe, and uplifted. Scattered like constellations across a sky that forgot who taught it how to shine. This poem is for my people. Those who wake up, lace their hope like fresh pair of sneakers and walk into the world knowing they are the miracle. This poem for those fighting to see another day. The ones who keep choosing tomorrow. The ones who keep choosing tomorrow even when yesterday tried to swallow them whole. This poem is for those who bargain with the sun. The ones who whisper one more try into their palms and rebuild themselves from the ashes and dare to call it resurrection. This poem is for my people dancing in the rain when life wants nothing but to detain. The ones who two-step through the storm. The ones who let joy drip down their faces like holy water, like holy order. This poem is for the ones that have gold linings as chains. The ones whose drip is their fortune and fame. The ones who know more corners than boys know shadows. This poem is for my people who refuse to drown in anything but laughter. This poem is for my people, prim and proper, bad and bougie type. The ones who walk into a room and make air fold. This poem is for my people. My people who sip elegance, who carry heirlooms in their bosoms. The ones whose shine is generational and their posture is prophecy. This poem is for my people who don't need a reason to be sacred, who don't need a reason to be loud, who don't need permission to be dope, to be fresh, to be extraordinary. This poem is for my people who don't need permission to be complicated, to be magical, to be whole. We don't need permission to be absolutely unbothered. This poem is for my people who hold the line between survival and celebration and call it living. This poem is for my people singing sweet blues in the bluest hues, for the voices that bend sorrow into song, for those that cast tears into poem, for those that turn ache into art. This poem is for those who color the world with a sound that nobody knows how to make. This poem is for my people who hum freedom even when their hands are full.
Oakland Rocks. The organization that puts it on is an employee engagement organization built to create positive vibes, employee engagement, and employee pride in the city that we work in, and I'm the chair of that organization. And so there's a group of about 10 employees from 10 different departments that contribute year-round to about 8 different events throughout the year.
So we got approval through the city administrator for our funds to do these things for our city employees. Every year we do the employee appreciation event where we honor employees for their years of service. And we also have a caterer come in and bring in food, and we have people come in and bring in desserts, and we take photos, and we have music, and we just encourage like the appreciation of employees here at the City of Oakland. We want them to know that we appreciate them, we honor them, we recognize them.
So this year's theme was really special to us. We worked in partnership with a whole group of employees, and it's rooted in history, rising and flourishing through generations.
So this is all about growth and resilience throughout challenges and injustices, and being able to flourish with culture, excellence, and stories that inspire and live on in our lives.
We have a lot of different generations in our group, and that matches the workforce. And so the way that we see and learn about Juneteenth is really different, but we all have basically the same values, and that's just making sure that everybody feels welcome and recognized, and that we also pass stories on generation to generation to keep things like this alive.
I actually wrote this poem when I worked over at Oakland School for the Arts, and I saw one of my students walking down the hallway, and I saw something in her spirit, and I was charged to write this piece. So this piece is for Nicole. It is Nicole's poem that reminds me that I am her reflection. Brown skin, clipped wings, a heart that keeps punching out, a line that feels like fingertips, familiar and true. She sits in my poetry class every Monday, a torn soul, a broken smile, folding herself into the margins, burning pages before the story can breathe, eating ashes and forgetting about the residue. I watch her try to hide her parts of herself that she called ugly, tuck them under sweaters of perfection, whisper apologies she thinks she ruined. Her smallness becomes my echo. Her question, was that enough? Was I enough? Am I enough? Turn into the same quiet I have asked myself. We are not separate poems on separate pages, for we are the same reflection. When Nicole folds her shame inward, the mirror dims. When she unfolds one trembling piece of the truth, the light multiplies. When she calls herself ugly, that is only a shadow in the glass, a shape that when held up against another's face becomes a map. Her scars teaches me how to heal. Her hiding teaches me how to hold, and I see the both of us at 15, attempting to collapse our lungs in chill waters, but the thought of seeing the moon up close and personal is a little too scary, and in that fear, I recognize my own breath knocked out. The belief that I am not strong, not worthy, not beautiful, but her poem says otherwise. Her poem so softly, this poem is not about Nicole. It is not about her poem, but it is about a communal mirror, a people's ledger of wings, clipped and mended, wings tired but learning to swim again. We are reflections of one another, clear and unavoidable, and knowing that this work is a rebirth. So we fold differently now, not to hide, but to enfold. We gather the parts of ourselves that we call ugly. We turn them inward and we become shelter. We turn them outward and we become light. That enfolding makes us stronger in our mission, steadier in our drive. It teaches us to lead with tenderness and to fight with love. If Nicole was here today, I would tell her that you are a bold line. You are too much for one box, too much for a single stanza in this poem. That this life will try to knock the life out of you, but it will whisper that you are not enough. So please laugh at that ridiculous line. When they side-eye you for your laughter, do not apologize, for we are mirrors. When one of us learn to love our reflection, we all stand a little taller. We all learn to move a little lighter and to love a little louder. And in that shared reflection, we become the work that we were meant to do. We become growth. We become light. We become love. Thank you.
So we have about twice a year, we ask if anyone's interested. We ask, about 10 people. We would ideally actually like 12 to 14. So you can just reach out to Oakland Rocks at oaklandca.gov with interest, and we'll go ahead and reach out back.
Yes, so every year we send out information. Oakland Rock sends out the information because we have a whole week of events that goes on for Juneteenth.
Yeah, our organization has been around, this is its 10th year. I've been around since it's been here. I think this is one of the most important, rewarding things for employees when people are feeling overwhelmed, morale might be a little bit down. We really just try to be kind of the light around the city. And so not only Juneteenth week, but we celebrate Leading with Service week, which is centered around Farm Workers Day. We also do our employee appreciation ceremony in December, and then many other events throughout the year. So if you're interested, we would love to have more help.